Hi there, guys. Luis from Vintage Action, and as I promised, I'm here to review Code of Silence, the new Blu-ray release by 88 Films in UK that was just like released officially today. I got the movie Saturday, so it was like an early release for me, and I had the opportunity to check this one like yesterday, and it's like amazing stuff, guys. This is like a 1080p presentation, and the transfer is really amazing. The picture quality, the sound is like 2.0 mono, but the picture quality really good, guys. Compared to other 80s movies that you can see that grain and the quality, you cannot see that big difference between the DVD and the Blu-ray, right? So this one is really good, like a transfer presentation. This cool new release by Code of Silence from 88 Films. I did like the unboxing yesterday where I show you all the content inside, the poster, the booklet, the reversible poster. If you didn't see that one, please go and check that one out. So that's the video I did like yesterday. And today I'll be talking to you about the transfer itself and the actual Blu-ray. As you can see, guys, this is the menu from 88 Films behind me. And you had like some nice cool special features. One is like the interview with Andrea Davis, that is the director of this one. It's like a 20-minute interview. He talks about the movie that basically made him like a big action, like a star, a big director action star, right? So when it comes to was his first big movie, action movie. After this one, he did like Above the Law with Steven Seagal in '88. And then he ended up doing like Under Siege as well with Steven Seagal. So he directed a lot of movies like The Fugitive in '93 with Harrison Ford. So a big box office success as well. So basically this one marked basically the start of his directing career when it comes to big action blockbusters. Of course, he directed some movies before that, but this one was the one that basically put him on the map when it comes to action movies. And then he still directed like Collateral Damage with Schwarzenegger in 2002. Chain Reaction with Keanu Reeves and Morgan Freeman as well. Yeah, like The Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas in '98 and Gwyneth Paltrow. So he directed a lot of nice big blockbuster movies after this one, but it was this one basically the first big action movie that he directed. This one is based in Chicago, guys, and probably you're going to see a lot of similarities between this one and Above the Law with Steven Seagal, because both directed by Andrea Davis, both set in Chicago. A lot of the actors that he used on Code of Silence in 1985, he then end up using the same actors in Above the Law with Steven Seagal. Henry Silva, that plays the bad guy in Code of Silence, he plays the bad guy as well in Above the Law. So, and a lot of the police officers as well, they both they're both in both movies basically. A lot of the police officers, right? So there are a lot of similarities between the two movies. So being the two big action movies the first two big action movies that he directed, right? So, and two huge successes between Chuck Norris, another one with Steven Seagal, and this one is nice, guys. I definitely I'll advise you guys to buy this one, because this one you have those exclusive extra features. The interview with Andrea Davis, it's like a 20-minute interview when he talks about a lot of stuff, especially about the movie, and that initially it was to be Clint Eastwood in the movie, not Chuck Norris. So it shares a lot of stories about the movies in the 80s, about his other movies he directed Above the Law and Under Siege with Steven Seagal, The Fugitive. as well. So it's really nice stuff. And you have like also a 30-minute interview with the composer David Michael Frank that worked with a lot of like a lot of action movies, and he talks about that as well on this like Blu-ray about working with Steven Seagal, working with Chuck Norris, working with Dolph Lundgren. He worked with many action movies in the 80s, beginning of the 90s. So it's like 30 minutes interview, plus you have the 20 minutes interview with Andrew Davis. So basically it's like 50 minutes there, like extra content. And then you still have like the audio commentary with the critics here, UK critics. So basically this is like exclusive like features interviews you have on this one from 88 films in UK. You're not going to find those like interviews anywhere else, because there is a release also in US of like Code of Silence, but without these extras, because these interviews were done specially and exclusively to 88 films here in the UK. This release, that movie that just been released today, guys. So overall it's like a great release. And if you didn't check this one, you definitely should. I mean, if you're a big Chuck Norris fan, obviously you have seen this one many times. This one is a 1985 movie, and basically it's the second most successful movie of Chuck Norris when it comes to the box office, a theatrical like release, being like Mission in Action, the most successful Chuck Norris movie like worldwide when it comes to the box office and how much it profit like right. So this one basically profited like 48 million like worldwide. So it's a lot of money for that time for 1985. So that's why it's one of the most successful and most known movies when it comes to Chuck Norris. Code of Silence, this cult classic. So yeah, guys, I hope you have like enjoyed this like review. And if you didn't check the unboxing of Code of Silence, go to my channel and check, because I did the unboxing yesterday. And it's great news, guys. Great news when it comes to new releases, action movies, martial art movies. I'm always like looking forward to see like new releases of these cult classics from the 80s and the 90s. So recently we had like a Bloodsport with Van Damme. And don't forget, guys, in 2 weeks time we're going to have like the release of like John Wick 4. That's right, the 12th of June is going to be the officially release of John Wick 4, like in DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I pre-order like a special edition 4K from HMV here in London, so I'll be reviewing with you guys the new 4K release of John Wick 4. I pre-ordered a special edition with postcards, with a booklet, a really nice one. So it's going to be in less than 2 weeks time. So don't forget to check that one, guys. And we have plenty of new releases coming. So we have like our Target at the end of like June as well, special collector's edition. And at the end of August we are going to have like Double Impact as well. So it's going to be a UK release. So we have a lot of nice new releases when it comes to action martial art movies from the 80s, from the 90s. And of course John Wick 4 is like a recent franchise, but you know, it takes us in a way back to the 80s and the 90s. It's like a new franchise, a recent movie, but with old school like elements that I appreciate, and a lot of you guys that are big fans of the 80s and the 90s appreciate as well. So yeah, guys, hope you have enjoyed it, and feel free to leave your comment down below, and like my page, subscribe my page, like this video, and I'll be here like continuing like supporting the action martial art movies from the 80s, from the 90s, and share with you guys like information when there is new releases of these cult classics. And yeah, guys, keep strong.